So today Eden and I are going to make a nut butter that we like here. You can use any type of nuts or any different range of nuts, but we use activated and organic nuts. And we're using almonds, cashew nuts and Brazil nuts. We're also using a NutriBullet to blend them all up. And the other thing we use is about a teaspoon or 3/4 teaspoon of salt and a big tablespoon of coconut oil. So to get started, we use the almonds first. So about a cup and a quarter of almond nuts. Oops. Cup and a bit. Do you want to do blending?
You can do it.
So I individually blend the nuts first. So this is the almonds, which don't take long. That's it. It's very loud. Yes, it is very loud. And I tip them into a bowl. Just scoop them into the bowl. And we get rid of the almonds. And we do the cashews next. So again, about a cup and a quarter. Maybe a bit more than a quarter. And we blend again. Shake it out.
Can I pour it in?
Yeah, you can pour it in if you want. Carefully. Oh. Scoop it up because we don't want to waste the nuts, do we? And then lastly we do the Brazil nuts. Just pull over a bit for me. That's it. We do the Brazil nuts last because they're quite oily in comparison to the other nuts. So I leave them till last because they make the most mess. And I also do them separately, so don't put that in yet Eden. Because they do get quite wet and they make the blender not blend very well. So they also take the longest to blend as well. So we do them just a few times. So put some of it into the bowl with the rest of the nuts. Can you want to chip those in, Amy?
Okay.
So put the rest of the nuts in with all the Brazil nuts, the last of the Brazil nuts now in. And just blend that again. You can blend it up as much as you like or as little as you like, depending on how you like the consistency of your nut butter. We like it smooth here, so we try and blend it right up as much as we can. So now that that's done, I just make sure I scrape those Brazil nuts either into the bowl or back into the NutriBullet container. Now I'm going to start adding all of the nuts together, and I don't add all of the nuts all in the NutriBullet all at once because the volume will be too thick for the NutriBullet, and we'll just jam it up. So we do it in, probably fill it to about halfway. Do you want to grab the salt, Edie?
Yeah.
So we're going to add the salt now as well. Just be careful with that sink.
Yeah.
So that's the salt, and we're using Himalayan crystal salt. probably just beyond halfway full. So add the salt there.
That much?
Yep, good. Put the lid back on. I'm also going to add coconut oil at the same time. This doesn't need to be melted because it heats up in the NutriBullet as you blend it. But if you want it to go just a fraction faster, you can have that melted already. So again, we're going to blend. Just leave it even, it's all right. We're going to blend and then we're going to scrape down to make sure that we get all of it blended. So I can see that's starting to go liquidy on the top now, so I'm going to give that a shake and stir it around a bit.
Can I stir it?
No, this bit I'll stir a bit. So it's quite runny now, which is what you want, but you want to make sure you scrape down the sides of the NutriBullet so that you get all of the dry pieces mixed in with the wet pieces. Okay, put it down. So I'm going to add the rest of the nuts to this as well. And again, it depends on what blender you're using as to how well it will blend this. So you might need to go into adding the rest of this dry mixture a little bit more slowly than what we're going to. But because this NutriBullet's a 900 watt NutriBullet, it's got the power and the capacity to be able to handle this, this amount of dry and wet liquid. I have had occasion where it overspilled when I did overfill it, so you don't want to overfill it. And we'll scrape everything we can into that. Thanks. Oops. This might take another 2 blends for it to get to the consistency that we want, but we'll see. So probably just one more time, we'll do it. That should be about right. That'll be as runny as we want it to be. That's perfect.
Yeah.
So, homemade, activated, organic nut butter.
Do you want me to stand up?